They say that teams who build during the bear will be the winners during the bull. Sidus is one of those teams and they kept delivering content despite a lot of negativity surrounding token prices. Since my last video, there have been multiple additions, mainly items that needed farming through the pre-existing arena format. I decided to make this update because a critical moment approaches, bringing with it a huge opportunity. I am referring to the contribution phase for the Xenna Ark that marks the pre-patch for the much-awaited Xenna strategy game mode. Stay tuned as I go over my personal strategy on how to maximize my contribution percentage and get higher royalties in the long run. Lore-wise, we need to build an ark that serves as an orbital station from which colonizers can engage in a whole new game mode on Xenna planet's surface. The best part about it is that we finally get mobile compatibility, initially only for the Xenna strategy game mode, which will considerably increase accessibility and adoption. Like it or not, mobile games have already surpassed PC and console games combined in terms of market share and profitability. This whole new strategy game mode is the first of its series and it will be a warm welcomed addition as players finally get an alternative to arena combats. Without further ado, I want to share with you the single most important piece of information that you should consider when deciding your contribution strategy. And that is the contribution resource breakdown. The reason is that the Ark will have an extremely limited contribution cap which will require some planning and quick fingers. This module was initially planned for the 28th of November, but server stability issues caused multiple community members to be unable to contribute, especially as limits quickly filled. For that reason, the team decided to refund all contributions and reschedule the event for December 5th at 11 AM UTC. I haven't had the time to play the game as much as before, but I did get a lot of tokens passively from the store and marketplace royalties. I intend to use those to buy even more resources needed for the Ark. However, I am not going around blindly, but I am referencing every purchase to this table. I am buying any resource that offers more investment points than if I could invest its cost as tokens. For example, one Malachite rewards 3,200 investment points and I managed to buy them for less than 1,000 Sidus tokens per piece. That means that for the same amount of investment points I saved an equivalent of nearly 70% in Sidus tokens. The easiest way to spot these discounts is to order the marketplace listings by price per unit. I also found marble at a huge discount and I bought them for an average of 340 Sidus tokens per piece. Each contributed marble rewards 1,600 investment points, so again I saved 78%. Polygon shards are usually sold for around 200 Sidus tokens and they reward 500 investment points, which equals to a 60% discount. This pattern can be applied for any resource, but those are the ones I could find and I bought them in bulk at a huge discount. The reason I'm doing this is that if I manage to get in on time, I want to invest more than the daily limit of Sidus and Senet tokens. However, since I have been slacking with farming resources, I would love to get a higher percentage of royalties through resources found on the marketplace. Basically, this is the perfect time to plan for the future and I wanted to cover the possibility of Sidus gaining mass adoption. This would lead to countless of players enjoying the game and engaging in microtransactions, which would mean higher returns from royalties. Again, I cannot predict the future, I am simply positioning myself for the optimistic scenario. As the store and the marketplace were amazing modules to contribute in, I believe the same to be true for Xenna Ark. I want to make it clear that after purchasing my 2 legendary reproduction capsules, out of which I have already sold one, I did not need to invest any more capital as I had enough tokens to go around. As far as the previous patches are concerned, I want to highlight the most important updates. Huge visual effects upgrade, Sidus Gates open for contributions, Seeds as a new resource that players will be able to grow in their apartments for combat bonuses, 3v3 incentivized as the main setup, and daily challenges introduced in the ratings tab that rewarded gems. There was an entire drama surrounding ratings as one of the challenges accounted for daily win streaks which were heavily rigged by guilds. However, the team did a rollback for suspicious accounts and removed their gained resources. Combat system has also been changed, characters now gaining more energy after the 7th round. As far as team setups are concerned, I'm still rocking with double Voltron with railgun pistols and an Oja with taser, all with max vitality. As more combat mechanics and items are being introduced, so does the meta shift and players get creative, experimenting with different builds. I also plan to do a deep dive for all the prominent builds I have encountered and test them myself. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching!